Hello everyone and welcome back to Take a Number. This is right speaker talking.
And left speaker.
So thank you for joining in with us today, and before we get started, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell to get notifications on when we drop our latest episodes, and comment and like this video.
And we also want to introduce
Mey Lynn. Hi everyone.
I'm just gonna geek out over here and say, like, I know you've done Star Wars, Harry Potter, and you've done like the Hunger Games and all those kinds of things. If those were a part of what you wanted to do, like, would you continue on with that?
I'm sorry, I just got a great idea. What about the new Harry Potter show? Would you want to be a customer on there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, those things would be super, super cool. But a lot of them are like contractors that work for a union. Mm-hmm. So you would have to definitely get into the union and then be working like those really long hours.
Okay, question.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for those of us who don't understand, like, do you get a part of that union first and then you start like applying to different places, or do they like give you a list, or like is it you apply to the place and then you go to the union as a part of like their contract?
Yeah. So first you would have to try to first get into the union by working, I guess, a union job.
So it's essentially like getting your SAG card. You have to get you have to get a job on.
Mm-hmm.
So
right. So it's similar for costumers as well, or any type of creative field that involves like movies and TV shows. So yeah, the union definitely helps protect you because you are a contractor, so you don't have like you get offered like other types of benefits and things like that.
And you have the minimum that they are required to pay you. So you don't have to fight nickel and dime.
Oh, for sure. No, they are super great. But yeah, I guess that's getting in more of like the realistic side of the business,
which
I suppose.
I'm sure a lot of our listeners would be appreciative of that, because
for sure.
I know nothing about what goes on in that, like, in most industries, and like when you first start out, you're like, what should I do? How can I go about this?
Yes.
And this show, that's why like we love taking numbers, because we're over here trying to help those who are slowly building like their resume, or like they're in between jobs, or they're like they want to switch but they're in like a place where they don't know where to go. We want to provide that like information kind of to help them to grow towards what they want to see, and if that fits well within their like scheme of like their life, or like what they're planning on doing or thinking of going into.
Gotcha. So, well, taking that into account, we're talking about the whole unions and everything. Pretty much the way it works is join your local union, because it's by region.
Okay.
So let's, for those who are listening and they're interested, please go online, research, do your due diligence. We are not professionals. We are not in this actual crazy industry.
I'm not actually a part of the union. This is just what I hear from my friends that are.
So if you are interested in going that path after high school, college, whatever, please go online and research.
Or if you are in that industry and you would like to talk about it, please message us or DM us and let us know, so that we could be able to interview you and show that side of it.
But I think if someone out there does kind of want to do something in the costuming realm, and of course you did ask about Harry Potter, which would be a dream, of course. But yes, it is all about, especially in the entertainment industry, all about networking and just knowing as many people as you can in your field. Because really that's how I even got my first job in the entertainment field, was because of someone I knew in college, and she couldn't do the job, so I stepped in. So that's how a lot of them are. You know, they'll be like, who can I work with that was really good at, you know, sewing? Who's a fast stitcher? Who could make that job a costume, you know? And that's pretty much how you make your network and contacts and everything. So that's mainly how that works. So I'm guessing for that show, they have a studio where they're working out of. So there could be costumers on location there. Or sometimes, you know, they work like 2 years ahead of schedule, and they'll have other costume houses make pieces of those costumes.
Because I've heard in the past, like, you know, even with 13 going on 30, that the iconic dress was used for productions. So,
Oh, okay.
Jennifer Gardner was saying that she wished she would have took the dress, but she didn't. It stayed in I forgot which warehouse it was, and it was used for different productions, and it was, she's seen it on other things.
Gotcha. Yeah, so they might have either rented that one or
Yes.
something like that. And there are special costume warehouses where, let's say, the assistant costume designer or the shopper, there is someone on the team that will go out to those warehouses and they will pull, usually for extras, I would say, actors that are extras, they'll pull like pants and shirts and things of the time period, perhaps, things like that. More so the main characters, they get more of like custom outfits. So they'll have costume shop houses build those, and that's like according to the measurements. They pick out the fabric. Like it's more specialized, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of renting and buying.
Definitely. I mean, it's so funny because like you'll hear from actors, oh yeah, I took this from set. Or I remember Reese Witherspoon saying that one time she had it written in her contract for Legally Blonde that she was going to take the outfits and the shoes.
Whoa, that is so
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she said one day she was in, no, I don't know if it was the wardrobe, but the shoes. I know for sure, and so sorry, Reese, if you ever hear this, and I misspoke. But I know for sure it was the shoes. You know, they were like Louis Vuittons, I think they were, because Elle was, you know, a fashionista.
Oh yeah,
So,
her whole outfit's amazing.
she
know.
said she tried
She's
some of
iconic.
them. The others she gave to her daughter, I believe.
Wow.
But some of them still fit. Some of them didn't.
That is so wild.
I know.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times they like to not give them to the actors because they probably use them in like promo, commercial, like a whole bunch of stuff. But also it ends up becoming like part of, you know, a museum or
Yeah.
some exhibit.
Because, like, if you think about it, like, Julie Garland, just, like, her outfit for Dorothy was, like, it was put into iconic. The Glinda outfit, I'm sure, is somewhere. Oh, my gosh, even if we go into, like, that whole Wizard of Oz, and sorry, because, like, Wicked just came out, and subconsciously that... But, like, even think about it, like, when that came out, the lion costume was actually made out of actual lions.
Wild.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had to paint on that guy,
The Tin Man.
the Tin Man. Iron Man over here.
Iron Man, the OG Iron Man.
Yes, before Tony Stark.
The Tin Man, like they painted on, and that was like a
I think
different.
it had Mercury in actually.
Yes, and unfortunately, that was
The actor
not-
passed away shortly. I think shortly after, or something like that. It had either mercury or lead in it, and he got poisoned.
and it was like
Gosh.
on his skin for a good while
yeah.
because of that.
Sad.
I know, and that's why like you have to make sure when you're doing these costumings and stuff like that, it's healthy and it can be a good.
Yeah, that was, but that was back in the day before, you know, we know what we know now. Costuming has changed. The entertainment industry has changed so much from just even then. And I think that, you know, your industry, in a sense, is so fascinating. Just not only costuming in general, you're behind the scenes. You make the character, essentially. I mean, you can have the greatest actor, but if their outfit is not on point, it's not, like, it doesn't look right.
You guys
For
like
sure.
normally like after you're done and you're like, man, I did a good job. You go and go to the scene and you're like, man, that looks so good. Like, do you guys ever do that?
Oh yeah, all the time for sure. But I guess what's so funny is when you see people winning Oscars and things like that, I feel like you rarely see a movie and go, I don't really love what they're wearing. Like it's pretty rare, especially if it's like custom made. Like I know you didn't like it from that one movie, but I'm sure that was just like a styling type of thing. But for the most part, costuming is always amazing. The designers are always really incredible.
Well, for Blake, what I was talking about with Blake, it was just for her promotion
Oh,
of
yeah,
the,
the
like, just the promotion.
Gotcha.
But like, I
Never
think
mind.
that no, you're good. I think that it's the actual costumers, like for the most part, unless the movie is a low budget movie, they're really good at what they do. And even the independent movies, I think that there are those who do costuming, and they're amazing.
Like for
Yeah, yeah.
instance, with Beauty and the Beast, that live action one, they had
Emma Watson.
yeah, in the iconic dress, but but they didn't have her like fully in the dress. Like it was just like a.
Well, it was the dress. It was just
No, what happened was they
decided, yeah,
so that she could move, but they animated the rest of it on.
And I'm like, you could have actually went into a ballroom gown. Like if there's, and just for commentary, this is just my opinion. If there's young girls in quince dresses who can like really, and they twirl them around.
I know they're really good at it too.
If they can dance in those big quince dresses, she could have easily. And I mean, this is my opinion, but it's really interesting to see how people like costume and design, because like even in like, let's think about Precious, like even though they were in normal clothing, you know, every clothes choice mattered to make them look okay. How do we make them look poor, like they don't have that much money? And how do we make Mariah Carey, who's this amazing singer, look like she's a social worker?
Or like in the Big Bang Theory, like they literally had to pick out each outfit and say like, okay, they all wore similar outfits, but they had specifically designed for their own character. So like for Leonard, they would like have, you know, usually like he would have 2 layers, and so it would be like an outer layer and like something like kind of like a little bit trendy but not really. And then like for like Howard, he was usually the suave, trying to be the suave, but like he would usually wear long sleeves. And then for Raj, I believe his was like a 3, kind of like a pea suit, but not really, like where like he had like his shirt and then a vest and then a jacket.
I love that you noticed all those little details, because that's exactly what it is. Like as they're working the character together with the actor, because the actor knows the most about their character, I would say. You know, who they really are in their heads and whatnot, personality wise. And as the costume designer is planning out those looks, you know, they're creating, like you were saying, that one character likes to wear a lot of vests, so they'll be like, okay, well, this is his color palette. These are the kind of vests that he would wear.
Have you ever like gone to those gurus?
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about, like the color theory. I have not, but I really want to, actually.
I know.
I mean, I'm sure now it's more known, it's more trendy, so you can find one.
I only thought of that because you were like, here's a color palette. And I was like, oh my goodness, like that's a thing. Like I didn't even know that was a thing.
I mean, like,
just recently.
Thinking you're a winter when you're actually a summer.
Oh my gosh. I would love it just to get some more insight, but I think I would hate for them to tell me that I don't look good in a certain color when I'm like, that's one of my favorites.
That's what happened to like a couple people that I watch. You're like, wait, those are my favorite colors. You're telling me I do not look good in them?
How dare you?
I'm gonna wear them anyway. Thank you guys so much for stopping on by and listening to this wonderful conversation that we had. We would like for you to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And
comment down below in the comment section.
Yeah, and if you have anything that you would like to share with us about like how this has helped you go towards more fashion or whatnot, please let us know. And what other topics that you want to do, please let us know so we could be able to start in that direction, and possibly you'll see that theme.
I will see you guys in the next episode with Take a Number. And this episode with
Mey Lynn.
Thank you guys.